ஹாய் பசங்களா. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு ஒரு ஸ்பெஷலான செஷன். ஏன்னா நம்ம கூட யார் இருக்கான்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஏக்லவ்யா பேட்ச்லாம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்களே, அந்த ஹோல் ஏக்லவ்யா ப்ரோக்ராமோட ஹெட், அகடமிக் ஹெட், we have Vikas sir with us. Vikas sir takes care of the entire ஏக்லவ்யா program in Vedantu. And இந்த பேட்ச் பத்தி நான் சொல்லவே தேவையில்ல, கண்டிப்பா நீங்க எல்லாம் நிறைய கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு this is going to be a very short session where I ask questions to Vikas sir from what you guys have asked me. ஓகே, நிறைய பேர் எனக்கு நிறைய கேள்வி அனுப்பியிருந்தீங்க. சார், இந்த பேட்ச் நான் சேரலாமா, இந்த பேட்ச்ல என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க, ஏன் இது அவ்வளவு ஸ்பெஷல், அண்ட் இதுல எப்படி சேர்ந்தா எனக்கு எப்படி growth இருக்கும், அண்ட் என்னையமா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்க்கு இது செட் ஆகுமா, அந்த எல்லா கேள்வியுமே நான் இந்த செஷன்ல அட்ரஸ் பண்ண போறோம். அதுக்காக ஒரு குட்டி சூப்பர் கியூட் செஷன் ஃபார் ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ. ஸோ விகாஸ் சார், students are all super excited because they have heard so much about Eklavya, but seeing you in person is going to encourage and motivate them a lot. So I have many questions which they have asked. So directly, let's get into it right away, or you want to say a few words to the students first?
Yeah, sir. First of all, I want to thank you for bringing me here in front of your students, and I'm very happy to be here and very happy to answer any question that these students are having. My privilege to be here, sir.
So happy to have you here, sir. Honor. Then coming to the first question, sir, many students have asked me this common question. See, right now, most of the students in YouTube and in our prime video batches or pro batches, they score around 100, 130 out of 300. So they are in a dilemma whether I should stick to board exam, because in Tamil Nadu there is no separate entrance exam. Like Andhra has ncert, 𝒚𝒆𝒎𝒃𝒆𝒄, right? In Tamil Nadu there is no such exam. It is only through board marks that they are given admission.
Okay.
So right now they are thinking, should I risk it by preparing for mains, or should I play it safe and only prepare for board exam? So this is the biggest question many students have in mind. So what would you say to these students as a standalone question, and how our batch, can it suit them, or is it not targeted at them? That you can only explain better.
Sure, sir. Sir, I think there are three things that we like. There are three aims, we can say, that the students have. The board exams, they're important because in Tamil Nadu, as you said, that they, like, through the results of board, the students get admission to the colleges, and then the JEE main and then the JEE advanced. Okay. Now, sir, what I have seen is that when we prepare students for JEE main or JEE advanced, okay, their physics, chemistry, and mathematics for boards also, it gets prepared. Academically, it gets prepared. We then need to teach the kids the art of presenting their answer. That is need to be taught, and that doesn't take more than 2 weeks. We need to do some sample papers with them. We need to show them some sample solutions, that this is how you should present your solution. Okay, because it's a subjective exam, and the student need to write it, so the writing needs to be good, it needs to be legible, some order need to be followed, and so we need to teach that to the student. And the most important thing that the student have to take care for their board exam is not PCM. If they're preparing for JEE main and advanced, PCM is taken care of. They have to take care of the remaining subject, which is mostly one language subject, and then something other like computer science, or maybe physical education or something like that. So for those two subjects, the student need to take care of, and to do that, they just need to be regular in these subjects. Every week, if they devote a fixed amount of time, let's say 3 hours every week, like half an hour every day, something like this, even a minimal amount of time devoted to these subjects in a dedicated manner will ensure that these kids will perform great in board exams. And I'm telling this from experience. Our Eklavya kids, most of them, majority of them, end up scoring more than 90% in their boards, irrespective of the state they belong to. It doesn't matter. So I think when the student prepare for mains or advanced, PCM is taken care of. The only thing the student needs to ensure is to be regular in the other two subjects, and not devote too much of time. Even small amount of time is good, but it has to be in a disciplined way, and that takes care of it.
Got it. Awesome. So பசங்களா, விகாஸ் சார் சொன்னது கேட்டிருப்பேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Quick, I'll summarize what he said. So விகாஸ் சார் சொல்றாரு, இப்போ நீ JEE மெயின்ஸ் இல்ல அட்வான்ஸ் படிக்கிறேன்னா கண்டிப்பா உன்னோட பிசிக்ஸ், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி, மேத்ஸ் will be at a decent level. So you need not disproportionately blow it up. அது அவ்வளவு பெரிய கஷ்டம் கிடையாது. அண்ட் இவங்க கொடுக்குற அசைன்மெண்ட்ஸ், கிளாஸ்ல டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ற கேள்வியிலே உனக்கு கான்செப்சுவல் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் வேற லெவல் போயிடும். அதுக்கப்புறம் நீ தியரிட்டிக்கலா எப்படி பேப்பர் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணும் அண்ட் சில டெஃபினேஷன்ஸ் லாஸ் தியரம்ஸ்லாம் படிச்சாலே யூ வில் பி ஏபிள் டு கிராக் இட். அண்ட் விகாஸ் சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி மற்ற சப்ஜெக்ட் தான் ரொம்ப டிசைசிவா இருக்கும். எது? கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் அண்ட் அந்த 5th சப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்குல்ல, இங்கிலீஷ். ஸோ இது 2 தான் யூ ஷுட் மேனேஜ். ஏன்னா அதுதான் டோட்டலா லைட்டா டென்ட் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ மற்றபடி ஜேஇ ஆஸ்பிரண்ட் பிசிக்ஸ் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி மேத்ஸ் பார்த்து அந்த அளவுக்கு பயப்படக்கூடாது. இஃப் யூ ஆர் ஸ்கோரிங் 120 130 above out of 300, you can definitely scale it to 160 170, which will be 97 96 percentile, which is ideally what you should be aiming for. Okay, Vikas sir, the next question is, see, many students are enrolled in coaching. Okay, those who are serious about mains and advanced, either in Vedantu or some other institute. So the common question that I get is how to manage, because right now they know Eklavya, they know the value it brings, and the classes in Eklavya this year are also designed at 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so everybody can attend. But still people question me saying that how do I manage, because some people attend online class. So it is they come back from school at 5 o'clock, 6 to 10 o'clock, 6 to 9 o'clock they stay in online, and then Eklavya. So when do they get self-study time? So how can they manage, or should they give up on one of them? So what would you address for these kids?
So, sir, I think I'll start from my experience, like what I have seen. Like before joining Vedantu, I have worked with like I started with FITG, then Career Point, then Bansal classes, then Resonance. Okay, and in all these places, what I noticed was that in all the institutes, the focus on conducting the classes and teaching the student is more during the time of syllabus coverage. And once the syllabus is finished, then the class frequencies goes down. Okay. Like the classes become irregular. Sometimes, from 4 or 5 classes per week in a subject, it reduces to 2 classes in a week per subject. Attendance reduces. In a class of 40-50, only 10-12 students come to the institute. And those are the students who live nearby. Generally, the students who live far away, they stop coming to the institute. Okay, the teachers also get disinterested because their syllabus is done. Only few students are coming. So they're primarily addressing the doubts of the students who are coming. So what I've noticed was that there was a gap in the, you can say, the last leg of the preparation. Contrary to what we do in Eklavya, generally the institutes, they leave the students on their own, or they are there. They tell that we have the support structure for you. You come to the institute, we'll help you. But now the student finds it not so valuable to go to the institute, to spend that travel time and be at the institute. Okay. So we thought that like Eklavya, the genesis of Eklavya lies in the fact that this last mile, which needs to be super packed, super powerful, impactful, condensed and very tight program, it is during this period that we are leaving the student on their own, and we are trusting them to travel this last journey on their self motivation. Okay, and therefore many of the students who had the potential, they were not able to perform that well because some of them lost motivation during this period. So coming back to your question, like with this thought in mind, generally what happens is that right now the syllabus is going on in any online or any offline batch, and the students are involved there, and we understand that, and therefore till the end of September we are not we are not asking students for any more time than 1 hour. We are just saying that 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. that's it. And what we are doing here is also something like that if you attend these sessions, then it will benefit you. But if you are not attending these sessions, you are not losing anything. Like whatever we will do from October, November, December, these sessions will not be a prerequisite for those sessions. It is not like that only after you cover these sessions, then you can attend the subsequent phase 2. It's not like that. Phase 2 is an independent activity. Anyone can start from phase 2 if they want to. But if you join phase 1 and if you attend classes here, then that's an added advantage because we are covering grade 11 topics here. And so till September, we are not even asking too much of a time. So we understand that right now the student is engaged somewhere, and we don't want that engagement to be broken. In fact, we want the student to become more focused there, to study whatever the student is studying in their respective institutes, in their respective batches, thoroughly, sincerely do that. And attend our lectures, even while having dinner, they can do that, okay, if they want to. Okay, from October, November, December, we know that majority of the batches get finished. So at that time, the student will not be having this dilemma Okay, we tell the student that 𝒂𝒊𝒄𝒄 program is an independent program, and if you are part of 𝒂𝒊𝒄𝒄 and if you are following 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄 diligently, then you don't need anything else. Like they don't need anything else. They can just stick to 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄, and I promise that they will be at a better place as compared to any other option that they are choosing.
Awesome.
Okay. So, but sometimes because of the personal bonding of the student with the teachers, with their peer group also, they don't want to let go of their existing batch, and therefore we we don't say that you disconnect yourself from your existing arrangements. If you are able to manage both, you are most welcome to do that. Okay, we try to tell the student that these many hours we will engage you in 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄. If you think that you can devote more hours, then you can engage at both the places. But what I can tell is that after October, the student don't need anything extra apart from 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄. If the student want to do something extra, it is their wish, but they don't need to. Each and every requirement of the student, whether it's the previous year papers, it is test, it is questions, assignment, doubt discussion, okay, content for reading, content for revising previous topic or any weak areas, everything is provided here. So the student doesn't really need to study at two places.
Awesome. So, Pasangla, I hope you understood what Sir said. It gave a lot of confidence. So, என்ன சொல்றானா விகாஸ் சார் வந்து இப்போ நீ மேனேஜ் பண்ண முடியலன்னா, லைக் ஐ செட், நம்மளோட மெயின் கோச்சிங் பிரைமரி நீங்க இருப்பீங்களே வேதாந்துலயோ இல்ல மற்ற இன்ஸ்டியூட்லயோ, அதுல ஃபுல் ஃபோக்கஸோட படிங்க போர்ஷன் முடிகிற வரைக்கும். ஏன்னா போர்ஷன் எல்லா இன்ஸ்டியூட்டும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா அக்டோபர் நவம்பருக்குள்ள முடிச்சிருவாங்க. ஸோ அக்டோபர் நவம்பருக்கு அப்புறம் ஏகலவ்யாலையும் கொஞ்சம் இன்டென்ஸ் ஆயிரும். இப்ப நாங்க பேசிட்டு இருக்கிறது மெயினா பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஏகலவ்யா பேட்ச். ஸோ அந்த பேட்ச்ல இப்ப செப்டம்பர்ல இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. ஆனா மெயின் அந்த இன்டென்ஸ் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் வந்து அக்டோபர்ல இருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கும். அதான் ஃபேஸ் 2. அதை பத்தி நான் சார் இப்ப எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண சொல்றேன். ஸோ அதுல உங்களுக்கு புரியும் எப்படி நாங்க டிசைன் பண்ணிருக்கோம் இந்த கோர்ஸ்ன்னு. ஸோ தட் அக்டோபர்ல இருந்து வெறும் ஏகலவ்யா ஃபாலோ பண்ணாலே மேசிவ் க்ரோத் நீங்க எதிர்பார்க்கலாம். அது வந்து 100% அஷூரன்ஸோட விகாஸ் சார் சொல்றாரு. So that gives a lot of confidence and it shows the robustness of the program. Okay. So now, because sir, students, let's say they are hearing about Eklavya for the first time through this video. I want them to understand how we have structured it. What all will they get in this program? Let's say a beginner is coming, or somebody who's new to JEE Mains is coming, or somebody is hearing for the first time about Eklavya. What is being covered? Who are the teachers? What will they get until JEE Advance?
Sure, sir. So, sir, first of all, let's understand that 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄, like what kind of student will be benefited from this program, or when we have designed this program, then what is the minimum expectation we have from the student? Like, okay, so when a student is joining 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄, we expect that this is a student who has been exposed to, let's say 70 to 80% of the JEE syllabus already. Like the student has been preparing from grade 11. Okay, it's the grade 11 topics are covered. The grade 12 topics are maybe running. It's going on. Maybe 20-30% of the syllabus is left. And I'm telling about exposure. I'm not talking about being an expert in these chapters. I'm only talking about exposure. So please, like the students should take note of that.
Students should have been scared for a moment.
What I'm saying is that if you are a student who has, attended the lectures, you have made your own notes. Okay. You may not have practiced enough. You may not have done the homework enough, because I understand that the student doesn't get time in grade 11 and 12. The students do not find ample time to practice every chapter in detail. But the sincere students, they do make it a point that they attend the lectures and make their own notes. So first condition, if you have been exposed to 70 to 80% of the syllabus, again, only exposure. I'm not talking about being an expert. That is first condition. Second, if you are hardworking and if you are diligent and if you are determined that I want an IIT or an NIT, I want an IIT. NIT is just, it's a backup plan. Okay, if you are determined to work hard, okay, then 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄 is for you. So this is you can say the prerequisite that we look into a student. Okay, now what do we offer? Okay, this is what we expect from the student. Now, what do we offer? What the student can expect from us? Okay, so August-September period it's like a priming period. It's like this is the period in which we do deliver some academic content, in the 1 hour session that we are having from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. But I personally, as a teacher, when I'm taking physics session, more than physics, I try to orient them. I try to convert their thought process I try to make them warriors instead of student. I try to tell them that you are growing into an adult and you need to learn to take the life head on. You need to learn to tackle your challenges. You need to stop seeking out help just because there is someone to help you. You need to become independent. So it's more like a way of life that I'm trying to teach to the students, apart from the physics that I'm teaching in the session, because it is important. Like, only academics will not differentiate these kids from the rest of the competition. It is the attitude that is going to differentiate them.
Very true.
And they need to build that attitude in themselves. They want to be an IITian. They have to start acting like one. If they don't start acting like one, they will not be there. So in the August and September period, it's more like the face time that the students are getting with the teachers. That is to develop their personalities, to develop them into warriors. From October, November, December, then the intensity of academics will go up. During this period, what we will be doing, we will be sharing assignments with the student. Like, I will share, I'll give a bit more detail, like maybe a bit too detailed. So October, November, December, 12 weeks are there. 11 week we are using, because 1 week generally goes in holidays, like Diwali vacation, and some kind of vacation is already, the Christmas comes, Diwali comes. So 1 week is spent in that. So 11 week, every week 2 classes per subject. So that's 22 classes. So I have 22 classes to do whatever I want to do. So we have divided the entire syllabus of physics, chemistry, and mathematics into 22 parts. For each part, I will give the students 2 assignments. And the students who are, the student is school-going student and can't attend both, they should try one. The droppers, they have more time, they can try both. So it's like that. Okay. So the students have to attempt those assignments and then join the discussion session. I'll give them a form where they will tell me what are the questions they want me to discuss. The questions which majority of the students ask, we will pick them in decreasing order of the frequency. The questions asked most, they will be picked up first, and then we'll go like that. So these will be the discussion session. Apart from discussion session, we will also schedule inorganic chemistry sessions from mid-November. So every day night at 9 p.m., 45-minute session will start. For 50 sessions we will do mid-November to mid-January in inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. So that will be another thing. And apart from this, one buffer session every week in every subject to discuss test papers. Every Sunday the student will be having tests. So we'll discuss some test papers also. And sometimes the discussion is not done in the stipulated time. So for that, we are keeping a buffer session just to ensure that everything that is supposed to happen in a week gets wrapped up in a week. So this is the plan for October, November, and December. Okay. And as far as the test is concerned, every Sunday the student will be having test, except one, that the particular week in which holidays would be there. Paper 1 would be JEE main pattern. Paper 2 would be JEE advanced pattern. And whatever we'll be covering in the week, the test of that will happen in the subsequent Sunday. So this is the plan for October, November, December. And the target of this plan is to ensure that in January, the student scores great percentile in JEE main, like when it happens. So the student should be free from the burden of JEE main after January. Like from February, their sole focus should be on advance. And to be able to achieve that, we need to get great percentile in January. So we will first target that. We'll remove that burden from our shoulders, and then we'll start focusing on JEE advance.
And I'm super happy that students are getting to experience the Eklavya team for mains, because that's something we don't do, right? We always have taught for advance. Now those experienced teachers coming and teaching something easy like mains would be super amazing for students. So I'm happy. So students, pasangla ketingla Vikas sir sonadhu. So Vikas sir enna solrana, Eklavya program is split into phases. Okay, 4 phases. The first phase is the building phase, where you revise your 11th. And you don't have to do anything. You just have to come and watch the lecture, either live 9 to 10, or if you're occupied in some other coaching, you can watch it as replay also. So first 1 month, இப்போ ஆரம்பிச்சு செப்டம்பர் முடிகிற வரைக்கும் நீங்க பெருசா ஒன்றும் பண்ண தேவையில்லை, ஜஸ்ட் செஷன் பார்த்தா போதும். ஏன்னா விகாஸ் சொன்ன மாதிரி this phase is for building your mentality. ஏன்னா நிறைய பேர் இப்ப ஒரு மாதிரி டபுள் மைண்டடா டவுட்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கிறது, you have to become very strong. So that mentality you will build, you will get exposed to these teachers, you will slowly start liking them, you will get used to them. அப்புறம் அக்டோபர்ல phase 2. So that is your strengthening phase, core strengthening. So phase 2ல you will have lots of problem solving, assignments, அப்புறம் Sunday test தான், அக்டோபர், நவம்பர், டிசம்பர். அதுல தான் உங்களோட கமிட்மெண்ட் அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஸோ அதுல நீங்க கண்டிப்பா டைம் செலவழிக்கணும். ஏகலவ்யா நம்பி வந்தீங்கன்னா ஏகலவ்யா மேல நிறைய டைம் நீங்க ஒதுக்குற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ இப்போ அக்டோபர் நவம்பர் டிசம்பர் வந்து 2 இடத்துல நீங்க மேனேஜ் பண்றது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். ஸோ ஏகலவ்யான்னு வந்துட்டீங்கன்னா ஃபுல்லா இதை ட்ரஸ்ட் பண்ணி, ஏன்னா இவங்க கொடுக்குற அசைன்மெண்ட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொரு அசைன்மெண்ட் 3 hours ஆஃப் டைம் இட் கேன் டேக். ஸோ ஆல் தட் நீட்ஸ் டு பி டன் பை ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். ஏன்னா விகாஸ் சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி what teachers expect in Eklavya batch is your commitment and your hard work. ஏன்னா இந்த பேட்ச்ல வந்து ஓரளவுக்கு எக்ஸ்போஜர் இருந்தா போதும் நீங்க சேரலாம். ஆனா ஒண்ணு என்னன்னா உங்களோட ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் கமிட்மெண்ட் இருக்கணும். இதெல்லாம் இதுவுமே ஒண்ணுமே இல்லாம போயிடும். ஓகே, இந்த பேட்ச்ல இருக்க அசைன்மெண்ட்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப எஃபர்ட் போட்டு செஞ்சிருப்பாங்க. அது நீங்க சால்வ் பண்ற போய் பாப்பீங்க. அசைன்மெண்ட் டிஸ்கஷனும் இருக்கு. அது ஒரு ஃபார்ம் அனுப்புவாங்க, கூகுள் ஃபார்ம். அதுல வந்து நீங்க எந்த அசைன்மெண்ட் எந்த கேள்வி டவுட் இருக்கோ அதை அனுப்புனீங்கன்னா எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்லையும் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி யார் அதிகமா டவுட் எந்த கொஸ்டின் கேட்டிருக்காங்களோ அதை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணி அந்த மாதிரி என்னென்ன கேள்வி எல்லாம் அதிக பேர் கேட்டிருக்காங்களோ எல்லா கொஸ்டின்ஸும் வில் டிஸ்கஸ். ஸோ டெஸ்ட் டிஸ்கஷன் வேற, இது வேற, அசைன்மெண்ட் டிஸ்கஷன் வேற உண்டு. அண்ட் ஜனவரியில ஃபுல் டெஸ்ட். இது ஏன் இப்படி பண்றோம்னா, ஜனவரியில நீ மெயின்ஸ்ல தெறிக்க விட்டுறணும். ஏன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அட்டெம்ப்ட்கே இவ்வளவு ஃபோக்கஸ் கொடுக்குறோம்னா, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அட்டெம்ப்ட்ல நீ நல்லா பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா ஆஃப்டர் ஜனவரி யூ கேன் ஃபோக்கஸ் ஆன் அட்வான்ஸ். ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் மெயின்ஸ் பத்தி நீ யோசிக்க தேவையில்லை, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அட்டெம்ப்ட்ல நல்லா பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா. ஸோ இதுதான் ஏகலவ்யாவோட ஐடியாலஜி திஸ் இயர். ஐ ஹோப் யூ கைஸ் ஆர் ஆல் clear with it. And because the last few questions, so some students might do very well in Eklavya, right? Let's say they score good percentile, let's say 98, 99. Do we have anything for them? Like, will they have some award or cashback or whatever? Like, do we have any such plans?
Definitely, sir. So any student who scores more than 98 percentile in JEE main 1, like in January attempt, if not in January, even in April, whenever, okay, the student will get, any student who's scoring more than 98 percentile will get 100% refund, except the hard copy cost. In case the student has, goes for the combo variant, if the hard copy cost will be deducted, except that everything would be refunded if the percentile is more than 98. Okay. If it is between 96 and 98, we will refund 90% of the fee. Refund 90% of the fee. Okay, if it is between 92 to 96, we will refund 80% of the fee. Okay, so it is still 92 percentile that we are refunding 80% of the fees.
Crazy.
So practically, like if you are in any bit sincere, like if the student is sincere in the lightest of to extent, they are sure to get their fees back.
Exactly. This I have not told my students at all. So Pasangla, I hope you are happy. I'll repeat what Vikas said. So in the Eklavya batch வந்து நான் லிங்க் இந்த வீடியோ கீழே கொடுக்குறேன். இந்த லிங்க் வந்து வீடியோ கீழே you can click on it and you can purchase it. But let's say in Jan இந்த Eklavya batchல நீ ஓரளவுக்கு சின்சியரா இருந்தீனா, ஓரளவுக்கு எஃபர்ட் போட்டு படிச்சீனா, if you get 98% and above, 98% மேல வாங்கினா full fees திருப்பி கொடுத்துருவாங்க, எக்ஸப்ட் புக்கோட காஸ்ட் மட்டும். இஃப் யூ பை காம்போல 2 வேரியன்ட் இருக்கு. ஒன்னு வந்து ஏகலவ்யா, இன்னும் ஏகலவ்யா காம்போல வந்து புக் வரும். என்ன புக்கு? JEE ரேங்க் ஆக்சலரேட்டர் புக். ஸோ அந்த ஹார்ட் காப்பி நீ வாங்கினா அதை மட்டும் யூ நாட் பி கெட்டிங் ரீஃபண்ட், பட் த என்டையர் கோர்ஸ் ஃபீ யூ வில் கெட் அஸ் ரீஃபண்ட் 100%. 98% மேல வாங்கினா 96 to 98, 90%. 90% of the fees you will get back. Okay. And 92 மேல வாங்கினாலே 80% you will get it back. And பசங்களா ஏகலவ்யா வந்து அட்வான்ஸ் வரைக்கும்டா. So next to June வரைக்கும் they teach. Starting from August till May end or June, you will have classes until you write advance. So it's brilliant. I would say this is a huge opportunity and motivation for students, right? So they'll utilize it to some extent. சும்மா கொஞ்சம் படிச்சிங்கனாலே அசைன்மெண்ட் சால்வ் பண்ணாலே 92 எடுத்துலாம்டா. 92 வந்து எவ்வளவு வரும்? 92 approximately how many marks it will be, sir, out of 300? 130, 140?
Yeah.
Should be around that.
Around 120, yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, why we have kept it 92, I'll give you that also. It's basically if you're qualified for JEE Advanced. Like that was the cutoff for writing JEE Advanced this year.
Awesome.
So basically, like essentially, like the reason for selecting 92 was that this year that was the cutoff percentile. So if you're writing JEE Advanced, we're giving you 80% of your fees back. That's the thing.
Awesome. So JEE Advanced last year வந்து 92% cutoff. அதாவது 92% எடுத்தாதான் நீ அட்வான்ஸ் எழுதவே முடியும் ஜெனரல்ல. ஸோ 92 எடுக்காட்டி அட்வான்ஸ்க்கு நீ போகவே முடியாது அடுத்த லெவலுக்கு. ஸோ அதனால 92% யாரெல்லாம் தாண்டுறாங்களோ அவங்க எல்லாருக்குமே 80% ஆஃப் த ஃபீஸ் whatever இப்ப இந்த வீடியோ கீழே நான் லிங்க் கொடுத்துருக்கேன், அதை கிளிக் பண்ணி நீங்க சேர்றீங்கல்ல, அதுல 80% you will get it back if you qualify for advance. That's amazing. But because of one final question, it's a very tricky question. Who should not take Eklavya? See, that is one more thing which I want to be very clear, because there are some students for whom this may not suit. So whom do you think will not benefit from this?
Surely, sir, surely. So there were cases where grade 11 students have purchased Eklavya last year. So first of all, if you are a grade 11 student, don't buy Eklavya. It is not for you. It is only for students who would be writing JEE in the year 2026. Okay, that is the basic condition that if you are not writing JEE in 2026, whether you are if you are not writing in 2026, don't buy Eklavya, please. Okay, that is first thing. So that is first thing. Now, if you are writing JEE in 2026, then who should not buy? Okay, so if you are someone who has not been very sincere up until now, okay, you have covered only, let's say, 25 or 30% of the syllabus, and you have not seen the remaining syllabus. Generally about 80% of the syllabus is done by this time, but you are only aware of about 20 to 30% of the syllabus. Okay, then I'm not saying that this student will not be able to do something. What I'm saying is that Eklavya will not be beneficial for you. Then you have to go for other crash courses that are there, like those the different kind of courses that are there for such students. They will benefit where the theory is taught, where more exposure
like
to theory is
the
done.
pro batches, the prime batches, and all that.
Yes. Eklavya is primarily a very heavy problem solving and discussion based batch. So this batch is for those students who have seen the concept, but they have not learned how to apply it. Okay, so if the student has not been exposed to the concept yet, then they will not be able to cope up in Eklavya. And of course, if the students are not motivated for the hard work, because
Exactly.
This is a batch which is quite different from any other batch, not only academically, but also in the way the teachers treat the students. We do not pamper in this batch. We do not pamper. I scold a lot. Okay, I scold a lot. I do not appreciate redundant questions. Okay, like obvious question, the questions with the answers of which are obvious and the students still ask. I tend to tell the student, you shouldn't have even asked this question. So I will be treating the students as adults. I will not be treating them as kids. They are ready to walk out in the world. They have to face the world, and I need to prepare them to do that.
Correct.
So I can't be very polite to them. So they have to be mentally prepared for that. It is the batch where that teacher-student ready, the Guru-Shishya thing holds good. It is not a customer-client relationship.
Correct. Got it. So that's a good ending, I would say. So பசங்களா விகாஸ் சொன்ன மாதிரி, ஸோ இந்த பேட்ச் வந்து யாருக்கு செட் ஆகும்னா, ஓரளவுக்கு சிலபஸ் பார்த்தவங்க. அதாவது நீ எக்ஸ்பர்ட்டா இருக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. இப்ப 11th இப்ப நிறைய பேருக்கு மறந்துருப்பீங்க, 11th ரிவைஸ் பண்ணணும்னு நினைப்பீங்க. அதுல எக்ஸ்பர்ட்டா இருக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை, பட் அட்லீஸ்ட் யூ ஷுட் பி அவேர். இந்த கான்செப்ட் எல்லாம் இருக்கு, ஓரளவுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா யூ கேன் மேக் யூஸ் ஆஃப் திஸ். பட் ஆனா ஒண்ணுமே ஜீரோல இருந்து ஸ்கிராச்ல ஆரம்பிக்கிற கான்செப்ட்ஸே ஜீரோல இருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கிறீங்கன்னா, திஸ் பேட்ச் மே நாட் பி வெரி ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல். ஏன்னா இந்த பேட்ச் வந்து கொஞ்சம் சீரியஸா இருப்பாங்க, நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம் சால்விங் இருக்கும். அண்ட் டீச்சர்ஸுமே மற்ற பேட்சஸ் எல்லாம் நீங்க பார்த்துருப்பீங்களான்னு தெரியல, பட் டீச்சர்ஸுமே கொஞ்சம் they'll be a bit strict. ரொம்ப ஸ்பூன் ஃபீடிங் இருக்காது. இப்போ நீங்க தியரிட்டிக்கல் பேட்ச், இப்போ நீங்க கோச்சிங் போறீங்கன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்து எப்படி நடத்துவாங்க, ஸ்லோவா நடத்துவாங்க, ஸ்பூன் ஃபீடிங் இருக்கும். நீங்க கேட்குற எந்த டவுட்னாலும் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுவாங்க. பட் ஆனா இது வந்து கடைசி நேரம் ஃபைன் டியூனிங் பேட்ச் மாதிரி. இது ரொம்ப ஷார்ப்பா லேசர் ஃபோக்கஸ்டா இருக்கும். ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கப்போ ரொம்ப ட்ரிவியல் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் மே நாட் பி encourage too much. So you have to be mentally prepared for that. So உனக்கு ஒரு ஃபைனல் ஃபைன் டியூனிங் ஷார்பனிங் டூல் வேணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்டீங்கன்னா, இந்த ஏக்லவ்யா பேட்ச் will be a perfect weapon. And I would 100% recommend it if you are decently prepared. அதாவது வேதாந்து டெஸ்ட்ல you're scoring 100, 120 na, you can definitely enroll in this and make use of it. But if you're scoring below 60 out of 300, then I would first encourage you to strengthen your basics, come to 100, and then you can probably join Eklavya whenever you want. Okay, so I would probably draw a line at 60-70 marks out of 300. So if you are scoring 60-70 or below, then I would say better focus on your long-term course. Vedantu Pro batch, illa Prime batch, illa na coaching. அதிலே நீ ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணு. ஏன்னா அதான் உண்மை. அது கேட்க கசப்பா இருந்தாலும் கோவப்பட்டாலும், பட் ஆனா இதுதான் உண்மை இல்ல பசங்களா. 60 kilo 70 kilo out of 300 எடுத்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப இப்போ இந்த பேட்ச் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும் உனக்கு. ஆனா if you're scoring 100 120 then definitely go ahead. All you need is a mindset, that hunger and dedication to succeed. If you have, you are all the more welcome to join. Okay, so I think we have addressed almost every question. Because sir, anything else that you want to address to the students?
Sir, I have seen that generally most of the times the students are capable of going to IIT, they just don't know it. And because of that, sometimes the student, they fail to, to act timely.
Yeah,
They realize it very late that if I would have done this earlier, I would be in a better position.
exactly.
So,
See, looking back, everybody can say that.
yes.
So I get this often, and I totally I'm aligned with what you said, because many students in my batch also, they are very capable of getting NIT to CHI, even computer science, and even some of them are capable of getting into IIT Madras, Bombay, and all. But they doubt, and when they doubt, they delay. See, that
Yes.
is what annoys me the most. See, when you doubt, it's okay if you get back to it very soon, but they doubt and delay their progress. So that is something which students go through, but I hope it changes. So this should have given you some clarity, guys. Like Vikas has said, many of you may not realize it, but you are inherently capable of cracking these exams. So don't keep doubting and delaying your progress. Start working, whether it is alone or through this batch or whatever. Start working. You need to start moving. Okay, this is one such help, and this time it's happening for mains and in English. And to get these teachers, I would say you guys are blessed, because this didn't happen last year. The year before that, Tamil channel has been there for 4-5 years, but 4-5 years we didn't have Eklavya batch for mains in Tamil, in English. So this year is happening, and I'm super happy for you all. So utilize it. All the very best. Like I said, the link is given in the description. And if you have any further questions, I would probably ask, because sir, you can track the comments. I will give you the
I
link.
will, sir. When this
Okay.
session, I will check the comments and I will respond.
Yeah, you guys can comment whatever you want. You want to ask to Vikas sir. Like all the teachers, they're all experienced teachers. I'll probably name a few teachers. Surendra sir is an expert in math. Firoz sir. Then you have Vikas sir himself handling physics, and you also have greats like Chandran sir, and then you have Nidhi ma'am. These are all Olympiad teachers. So for them, JEE mains is child's play. It's like eating biscuit. Okay, so such teachers
Sir,
will be.
the average age of the 𝒔𝒊𝒐𝒓 team teacher, like the average experience of the 𝒔𝒊𝒐𝒓 team teachers would probably be more than the age of the student. I'm talking.
So Eklavya batch ஒரு டீச்சர்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்க வயசோட அதிகமா இருக்கும்னு சொல்றாரு. Probably 17-18 years of experience teachers you will get. So I am excited. இது மூலமா தமிழ்நாட்டுல ஒரு சூப்பர் JEE ரேங்க், தமிழ்நாட்டுல நீட்ல நல்ல ரேங்க் வந்திருக்கு. JEEல let's have a breakthrough, and this year I hope some of you guys will make us proud. Okay, so all the very best students, utilize it, and any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll also pin the link to purchase a course, either Eklavya or Eklavya combo. There are two variants. One is with the books. Book ஒன்னு வீட்டுக்கு வரணும்னா combo, அது ஒரு 1000 ரூபாய் அதிகம் நினைக்கிறேன். And without the books is the normal one. Both, everything is same, just the books are different. Okay, just the book coming to your house is the difference. Got it? So that's about it. All the very best. Vikas sir, any final words to all our students?
No, just that hope to see many of them in the batch first and then in IITs later on.
Awesome. All the very best, guys. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.